Good morning, dear students. Now we are going to start with the mathematics. It is one of the important subject in your life also. So the class is ninth CBSE scheme. The very first chapter that is written here, number system. Okay. Now number system, you are quite aware in this with this topic. You had gone through the number system in the 6th, 7th and 8th standards. Okay. Yeah. Very good. Now, number system you have gone through a line, that is, we are calling it a scale. We are marking the arrow so that it is indicating that is up to infinity on the right hand side also and on the left hand side also. This is indicating that up to the infinity. Somewhere there is one point, and I am sure that you can recall this value we are keeping is 0, and this is called what is? Yes, correct. It is number line. Yeah. So we will start with this, the number system. I am not including 0 here. There are some points I will mark here like a scale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and so on. Okay. Now, someone is say walking on this scale and keeping the numbers in his bag. So in the very first stage, what he is doing, that fellow is keeping it in the bag and holding it tight. The numbers he is keeping is say 1, 2, 4, 8, 15, 38 and so on in 3 digits, in 4 digits and 5 digits and 6 digits, so on. So he is keeping all the numbers. Now you can understand all these numbers are positive numbers. Very good. Clear? It is very clear to you now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. Say this is say 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6, 7 and so on. This is called positive numbers. And on this side, these are negative numbers. Say this is. So at present I am talking about the positive numbers, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. You can say that 285, 386, 682 and so whatever number you like you can write down, but all are positive numbers. So these are called natural numbers. And this is indicated by, in the short form, it is indicated by capital N. So we can show here that this is natural number and this is indicated by N. Clear? Means natural numbers are the numbers which are starting from 1 up to infinity, and all the numbers are positive numbers. Now, if suppose the person is collecting, keep 0 in this bag now, means second time he is keeping 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on, say 85, 385, 800, 8420 and so on. Means what is important here? That is he kept 0 in the bag. Now this becomes whole number and it is indicated by W. That is called whole number, and it is indicated by capital W as shown in the board. Now what is the difference? You can see very clearly 0 is not included in the natural number, but 0 is included in the whole number. Means whole number is having all the natural numbers plus 0. Means we can say W is having 0 plus all natural numbers. Clear? Now you are having two numbers here. One number system, one is natural number, second one is whole number. Now the person again think that I am moving on the right side and I am collecting all the numbers on the right side. Then I have kept 0 inside it. Now I should move on the left side of the line, number line. This is called number line. You know it very well. You know it very well. This is called number line. On the left side, this is the negative side, means I will write -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7. Clear? And so on. This arrow indicates that it is up to infinity. This is also up to infinity. This is also up to infinity. Now, -1, -2, the third time what he does, he collected all the numbers say 0, 1 he has collected, 45 he has collected, means all the numbers, and I am writing few of the numbers because all the numbers I cannot write here. So I am few of them I am mentioning here. Now 0 is there, all positive integers are there. Now I am writing -1, -3, -45, -30, -46, -872, and so on the minus side also. Means I am writing all the numbers and then again I am typing it. So now this is called integers. The spelling of the integer is this is called integers. In the number system we are calling integers, means integer is having all the minus numbers in minus as well as numbers in positive, as well as 0 is also included in this. So integer is containing all the three, means all the natural numbers, all the whole numbers, and minus means -1, -4, -18, any number in the with negative sign is also included in integer. Now here we have indicated the natural number by n, which is the first letter n. So we have written n. Here the first letter is w. So here we have written w. But here integer. So you are thinking that the I will be we can denote integers by I. But here it is not denoted by I, it is denoted by Z. Now, definitely you will call it, or you would like to know why this is indicated by Z. That is, Z is on the name of the, this is the word Z-A-H-L-E-N. Zahlen. Zahlen means, which means to count. Zahlen means to count. This is mentioned in your book also, so don't worry about it. Zahlen. Zahlen, and the first letter is Z. That's why this is indicated by Z. Okay, now third one is integer. Now fourth, I have written here fourth. Is there any number left here on the line which are not kept in the bag? As you have known, already understood that the numbers, all the positive numbers have been taken, all the negative numbers are taken, and all the zeros are taken. But still, few numbers are remaining to keep inside the bag or not? What will be your reply? Is there any number in between the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or minus 1, minus 2? Yes, there are some numbers. What you are calling this? What you are calling this? What you are calling this? Say this is 1 by 2. This is 1 and 1 by 2. This is 2 and half, like this. Means there is some numbers are still left. The real values, the values which are you can mark on the line. So all the numbers are still remaining in between 1, 2, 2, 3 means in between the integers. There are the numbers which are still you have to put inside the bag. Means there are some numbers. So those numbers are called rational numbers. I think this is something new for you. That is, name is rational only. So rational numbers means the numbers which is indicated in the form of P by Q, and it is denoted by small r. Means r is indicating the rational, and rational number will be written in the form of P by Q, where Q is not equal to 0. Now any one of you can tell me why Q is not equal to 0. I know that you are knowing the rational numbers. You know 3 by 4, you know 5 by 6, you know 8 by 15. In the earlier classes, you have solved all these examples and problems. So P by Q. Now tell me, what will be the, if Q is equal to 0, what will happen? If suppose any number, I am taking say example, which number I will take, I should take any number, you can call me. Yeah. I say I am writing 15 and this is denoted by 0. 15 को 0 से हमने डिवाइड किया तो क्या आना चाहिए? What will be your reply? What will be the answer? No. The answer is infinity. You will not get any answer. क्योंकि आप 0 का पहाड़ा बोलोगे तो if you will speak the table of 0, what will be the answer again and again? 0 1 are 0, 0 2 are 0, 0 3 are 0 and 0 infinities are 0. So that's why the rational, if denominator is 0, that means this will be infinity. That's why Q is not equal to 0. Then this term will be rational number. Clear? Okay. Now rational numbers, that is, we are denoting rational numbers by small r, which can be represented in the form of P by Q, where Q is not equal to 0. This is important. Keep in mind. Now, and the indication of the rational number is denoted by Q. Why? Because it is called quotient. Quotient. That's why it is denoted by capital Q. So I will write here rational number that is Q, integer is denoted by Z, whole number is denoted by capital W, and natural number is denoted by N. Now I am quite clear that it is very clear to you. आपको बिल्कुल स्पष्ट ये समझ में आ गया होगा कि all the numbers may be positive, may be negative. All the numbers on the number line are integers. Why? because any number, you can tell any number, say 7 is the number. If you denote it, divide it by 1, there is a denominator. The value is again 7. Clear? So I can say that the number 7 is equal to 7 upon 1, means it is in the form of P by Q. Means 7 by 1 is in the form of P by Q. That's why this is rational number. So all the numbers on the number line which are marked, may be positive or negative, are rational numbers. Clear? Okay. Now some examples. If you like, we can write down some few examples. Say 25 is a rational number. Yes. 25 divided by 1, we can write it in the form of P by Q. So this is rational number. Minus 35. Yes, it may be minus, but it can be written again in the form of P by Q. So minus 35 upon 1 is rational number. ये भी rational number हुआ, ये भी rational number हुआ. So any number, you can divide the numbers or all the integers, you can say. In the language of mathematics, all the integers are rational numbers. Clear? All the integers are rational numbers, and the integers are all positive and all negative, including 0 also. So now there is one more term written on the board, that is equivalent rational number. So meaning is very clear. Equivalent means, if suppose I am writing here 3 upon 5, 9 upon 15, both are equal, means 3 upon 5 is equal to 9 upon 15. And again, if you like, so this is 12 upon 20. So all these are equivalent rational numbers. I think the meaning is very clear to you. That is 3 by 5 is the prime number, because this is divided by or having the only one multiple common, that is 1, 3 and 5. And this is having 3 3s are 9 and 5 3s are 15. So that's why this is 9 by 15 is equivalent rational number. This is also equivalent rational number. I have multiplied it by 4. Okay, so this is equivalent rational number and this is the rational number. So I think the meaning is clear. इसका मतलब clear हो गया. 3/5. I have taken one example. It is not only 3 by 5. You can write down any number. So in common we can write P by Q. P by Q is equal to any number divided by any number. So this is equivalent rational number. Clear? So few examples are given in your book. So that example I have already written here. Example 1, you have to reply this. 1, every whole number is natural number. Every whole number means including 0. This is the portion which is called whole number. Every whole number is a natural number. यानी सभी whole number क्या natural number हैं? Every whole number is natural number. Yes. 0 is there in whole number, but this is not natural number. This is not natural number, but this is included in the whole number. So that's why this is false. Why? 0 is not included in the natural number, so that's why whole number, all the whole numbers are not natural number. Second, every integer is a rational number. ये मैंने अभी पढ़ाते समय एक बार अभी हाल ही आपको बताया था. Every integer, सारे integers यदि इसमें 1 से डिवाइड कर दें तो नंबर में की वैल्यूज में कोई चेंज नहीं होता और वो रैशनल p बाई क्यू के फॉर्म में आ जाते हैं, इसलिए वो सभी रैशनल नंबर्स हैं. सो दिस इज ट्रू. सेकंड वन इज true. Third one, that is every rational number is integer. Every rational number means p by q, that is correct. Okay, but all the rational numbers are integers or not? This is false. For example, 3 by 5. This is not the integer, but this is a rational number. Clear? So 3 by 5 is a rational number, but it is not an integer. So this is false. Third one is false. Clear? Now we will solve one problem. I'm very comfortable. You will be very comfortable with this one because you had already gone through this one. Find 5 rational numbers between 1 and 2. Rational number means you have to write down in the form of p by q. P by q, that is q should not be equal to 0. But the condition what is written? That is 5. And you must know that there are infinite rational numbers between the two numbers. Means you can write down the infinite numbers between 1 and 2. So that part will be discussed later on. But now here we will find out 5. The steps are: how many numbers you need? That is 5 numbers. So first of all, you add 1. 5 plus 1. So this is equal to 6. Okay. Now we have to write down in between 1 and 2. We need 5 numbers. Say A, B, C, D and E. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Clear? So what we will do? We will do 1 by, that is 6 by 6. We will multiply by 6 and divide it by 6. Here again, what we will do? We will multiply it by 6 and divide it by 6. Clear? Now, in between these two, 6 and 12, you can write the numbers, that is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So now this is divided by 6, divided by 6, divided by 6, divided by 6, divided by 6. You can see here that the denominator is common. Denominator is common. So values are 6 and 12. 6 by 6 and 12 by 6. क्या कहलाते हैं ये? 1 और 2 तो हैं ये, लेकिन रेशनल फॉर्म में यदि हमने 6 by 6 लिखा और 12 by 6 लिखा, इसका मतलब ये इक्विवेलेंट रेशनल नंबर्स हैं. दिस इज इक्वल टू 1 by 1 and this is equal to 2 by 1. So these are the equivalent rational numbers. So now to make it, to find out the 5 values, what we have done? We have added 5 plus 1, which is equal to 6. So we had multiplied 1 by 6 and divided it by 6. Now this is in the form of p by q. So 7 by 6, 8 by 6, 9 by 6, 10 by 6 and 11 by 6. And how many numbers we need? We need 5 numbers. So 7 by 6, 8 by 6, 9 by 6, 10 by 6 and 11 by 6 are the 5 numbers, rational numbers in between 1 and 2. Clear? Any doubt? So in the similar way, you can find out the rational number, any numbers in between the two numbers. It may be 7, it may be 10. For example, I will take the same thing. I will take one example. Say someone says, find out 7 numbers. So now we need the 7 rational numbers in between 1 and 2, that is 7. So again, what we will do, 7 plus 1, this is equal to 8. Now I will write 1 here. So in between 1 and 2, there is first number is say A, B, C, D, E, F and G. And then this next number is say given is that is 2. So I will multiply it by 8 and divide it by 8. Here again I will multiply by 8 and divide it by 8. So the numbers in between this will be 9 by 8, 10 by 8, 11 by 8, 12 by 8, 13 by 8, 14 by 8, 15 by 8. So now these are the 7 rational numbers in between 1 and 2. So this is the very simple way to calculate. Okay. Now exercise 1.1. Question number 1. Is 0 is rational number? Can you write down it in the form of P by Q? P by Q means rational number. Of course, as I have mentioned during explaining the number system, that 0 can be written in the form of P by Q. But again the condition is same, Q will not be equal to 0. Clear? Now हम क्या लिख सकते हैं? Q 0 upon 1, 0 upon 2, we can write 0 upon 3 and so on. As well as 0 minus side, 0 upon 5, 0 upon minus 0 upon 13, minus 0 upon 385. Anything we can write down. All these are in the form of P by Q. That's why the answer is yes. We can write down 0 in the form of rational number. So this is a rational number. Clear? Now, question number 2. I already explained, but still find 6 rational numbers between 3 and 4. Now, the numbers are 3 and 4. We have to write down the 6 rational numbers. क्या करना पड़ेगा हमें? 6 नंबर नेशनल नंबर्स है तो सबसे पहले what we have to do, we have to add 1. 6 plus 1. So this is equal to 7. Now what will be the next step? We have to multiply it and divide the first and the last number, that is 3 and 4, by 7. Means 3 multiplied by 7 means 7 3s are 21 upon 7. And here 7 4s are is 28 upon 7. So now we can write down the numbers in between this. We need 6 numbers. So I will write 22 upon 7, 23 upon 7, 24 upon 7, 25 upon 7, 26 upon 7, 27 upon 7. So how many numbers you can count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. You need the 6 numbers. So that's why we are getting all these numbers. So you can write down separately that 22 upon 7, 23 upon 7, 24 upon 7, 25 upon 7, 26 upon 7, 27 upon 7 are the rational numbers in between 3 and 4. Now clear it is? Okay. So the next problem is find 5 rational numbers between 3 by 5 and 4 by 5. हाँ, अब यहाँ पे आ गया 3 by 5 और 4 by 5. अभी तक तो थोड़ा ऐसा लग रहा था आसान है, लेकिन अब 3 by 5 आ गया तो प्रॉब्लम खड़ी हो गई. बट द मेथड इज अगेन सेम. हमको कहाँ कॉन्सेंट्रेट करना है? हमें यहाँ कॉन्सेंट्रेट करना है. कितने नंबर? 5 नंबर रेशनल चाहिए हमको. 5 रेशनल नंबर्स in between 3 by 5. So again the procedure is same. So what we will do? 5 plus 1. So this is equal to 6. 3 by 5 is the first number and the last one is 4 by 5. We need in these 5 rational numbers in between these two. So again we will multiply it 6 in the numerator and in the denominator. So 6 3s are 18 and 6 5s are 30. Again here 6 4s are 24 and 6 5s are 30. I think now it is very clear. Now you can very quickly write down the numbers, that is 18, 19 divided by 30, 20 divided by 30, 21 divided by 30, 22 divided by 30, 23 divided by 30. So how many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. We need the 5 rational numbers. So the 5 rational numbers are 19 by 30, 20 by 30, 21 by 30, 22 by 30, 23 by 30. So this is the answer. The next question is true and false, and I am very comfortable that you will solve these 3 problems very easily. Okay, thank you. Irrational number. Previously we have discussed natural number, whole number, integers, rational number. Now irrational numbers. आपको ऐसा लग रहा होगा कि नंबर लाइन में अभी जितने नंबर थे वो अपन ने सब ले लिए, लेकिन नहीं, अभी एक और चीज बाकी है, दैट इज इर्रेशनल नंबर. रेशनल नंबर के बारे में आपको पता था. रेशनल नंबर इज रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय इन द फॉर्म ऑफ p by q in which q is not equal to 0. That means denominator is not 0. Now irrational numbers. अब ये कौन से नंबर्स हैं? और अब ये और इसके अलावा तो अपन सोच नहीं सकते थे कि और कौन से नंबर्स हैं. In 400 BC, Pythagoras has found out the irrational numbers. Means those numbers which cannot be written in the form of p by q, जिसको हम p by q के फॉर्म में नहीं लिख सकते, वो ऐसे नंबर्स जो हैं वो कहलाते हैं रेशनल नंबर्स. बट स्टिल he has not given what are those numbers. He is not very clear about that, but he has mentioned, इसने ये क्लियर कर दिया कि एक और नंबर्स हैं जो कि इस फॉर्म में आप नहीं लिख सकते, लेकिन वो हैं जरूर, फोर, दैट इज 4 in 400 पीसी। ऐसे कौन से नंबर्स हैं, जैसे अपन अगर लिखना चाहें तो 0.1, 011, 0111, 01111, and so on. We can write down up to infinity, means we cannot write down it in the form of p by q. अभी हम आगे हम पढ़ेंगे इसको कैसे करना है, लेकिन अगर हम इसको अगर लिखते चले जाएं तो ये भी एक नंबर है जो नंबर लाइन पे आएगा, इसकी एक वैल्यू नंबर लाइन पे मार्क होगी, लेकिन इसको हम p बाई क्यू के फॉर्म में नहीं लिख सकते। ऐसे नंबर्स जिसको हम p बाई क्यू के फॉर्म में नहीं लिख सकते वो कहलाते हैं इर्रेशनल नंबर्स। दोज नंबर्स आर इर्रेशनल नंबर्स। नाउ इसी बात को थोड़ा सा आगे बढ़ाते हुए हिप्पैकस ऑफ क्रोटन, he has given one new concept to the mathematics, that is this sign. This sign indicates something that I will tell you. The under root, this is called under root 2, or we can say under root 2. The value of under root 2 cannot be written in the form of p by q. That's why this is also an integer. But this person, Croton, has not given the detailed proof. Later on, Pythagoras is given that the value of under root 2 is a irrational number, and he has proven it. So the irrational number is denoted by small s, that is irrational number is denoted by small s, and this is the symbol of square root. Is a positive square root, means the value which is written inside this value will be positive. If you will write down negative, then this number will not exist on the number line. Clear? अगर इसके अंदर हम नेगेटिव वैल्यू लिख देते हैं अंडर रूट के अंदर, जैसे अपन ने यहाँ अंडर रूट 2 लिखा है, अगर हम यहाँ अंडर रूट -2 लिखते हैं तो दिस वैल्यू इज नॉट लाइंग ऑन number line. So that's why this is not a rational number. This is square root of positive, that is positive square root of the number is known as, that is, for example, I have taken under root 4 is equal to 2 through though 2 and -2 are the values of the square root 4. 2 and -2 are the values of the square root 4, because if you square -2 into -2 it will be positive 4. So that's why this is under root 4 is equal to, or square root of 4 is equal to 2. So this is the value. But now here you can see this under root 2 is an irrational number, under root 3 is irrational number, under root 4 is not irrational number. This is not irrational number because its value is 2. So it can be written 2 by 1 and -2 by 1. Under root 5 is again, it is irrational number. Under root 6 is irrational number, and so on. Say example for under root 11, under root 12, under root 13, under root 14, under root 15. Again, under root 16 is not irrational number because square root is 4. So like this, these values are irrational number, means they cannot be represented in the form of p by q, means you cannot denote these values in the form of p by q, where again I have to write down again and again q is not equal to 0. So all these numbers are irrational numbers. Clear? Okay. Now we have on the concluding part. We have gone through the first one, that is natural number, then whole number, then integer, rational number, then irrational number. The person is collecting all the numbers in the bags. He has kept all these numbers in the bags. Now any number is remaining on the number line because we are lifting all the numbers in our bag. Now any number, ऐसा कोई नंबर रह गया है जो इन जो नंबर्स में नहीं है. अपन ने कौन कौन से नंबर ले लिए थे? नेचुरल नंबर, होल नंबर, इंटीजर्स, रैशनल नंबर्स, इर्रेशनल नंबर्स. अब इसके अलावा भी कोई नंबर्स हैं? नहीं. वेरी गुड. इसके अलावा कोई नंबर्स नहीं है जो कि नंबर लाइन में रिप्रेजेंट होते हों. All the numbers are collected in this bag. Means one bag is having all the numbers in his container. Now, means we can say that the every real number is represented by the unique point on the number line. Means if suppose for example I am taking 1, so 1 is represented by this unique point. Clear? 1 is represented by this unique point. Say 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So this is 8 is represented by this point on the number line. So every number is having its unit point or unit location. Minus 7. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is minus 7. This is the point we can locate. Now the rational numbers if one write down, say 8.5, or this is the value, 1 by 2 is here, 1.5 is here. So all these rational numbers and irrational numbers are on the number line. So we can mark it on the number line. So each and every point is having the value. Also every point on the number line, just vice versa, line represents a unique real number. If you keep your pen or your chalk here, so what will be the number here? So again this is 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this point is having the unique number 4. Similarly on the left hand side, say I am keeping the pen here, chalk here, this is 1, 2 and 3. So this is minus 3. So like this, every number is having its value or its position on the number line, and all these numbers are called the real numbers, and that is represented by capital R. So I am writing just the symbols, all the symbols which we have gone through today. That is, natural number is represented by N, whole number is represented by W, integers are represented by Z, rational numbers are represented by capital Q, irrational numbers are represented by S, and the real numbers are represented by capital R. So these are the story of the numbers. Now I am just giving the very slight theorem which will be helpful to solve some problems later on. So I will give you a very short introduction of that one, and you will be very comfortable, or you just remember it, because that will be the part of the trigonometry. That's why. So Pythagoras theorem says that in a right angle triangle means one of the angle of the triangle is 90 degree. One of the angle is 90 degree. Say I am taking, this is A, vertex is B, and this is C. So Pythagoras theorem is AC square, that is the side opposite to 90 degree. Side opposite to 90 degree. This is the indication of 90 degree. So this is 90 degree is equal to BC square plus AB square. You just remember this one. Okay. Now this right angle triangle may be like this. Okay. So you should not worry. Name may be written anywhere. So again here for this triangle, AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. This is Pythagoras theorem. Clear? So keep in mind this theorem, and this will be helpful to find out some values. So in the next class, we will discuss about the under root 2 under root 3, under root 5, and so on, how we can mark these values on the number line. So thank you very much.